While the world watches the skies for the fighter jets of today, the wars of tomorrow are going to be won by silent, autonomous systems the public will never see. We're pulling back the curtain on the UK's most advanced drone programs, from loyal wingmen to robotic submarines, all designed to dominate the future battlefield. And these are the weapons the government won't be showing off in 2026. In an age where conflicts can be decided by lightning-fast data and massed robotic forces, the familiar symbols of military power, tanks, carriers, and fighter jets, are only half the picture. The other half is being developed in secret. The brutal lessons from modern battlefields have sent a shockwave through the world's military commands. The future belongs to uncrewed and autonomous systems. The United Kingdom, a nation with a deep history of military innovation, has thrown itself into this new reality. The Ministry of Defense is pivoting to a new way of war, harnessing artificial intelligence and swarming drones to back up the heavy metal of its traditional forces. While the public might see the new protector drones replacing the older Reapers and Watchkeepers, the truly game-changing systems are being built behind closed doors. These aren't just remote-controlled planes. They're being designed as intelligent, autonomous partners that can think, adapt, and strike with minimal human oversight. They are the silent hunters, the loyal wingmen, and the invisible guardians intended to define British military strength for the next generation. Today, we're exploring what we know about these revolutionary programs, the weapons so advanced and so secret that Britain's Ministry of Defense won't be demonstrating them to just anyone. Number 1. The ghost in the cockpit, loyal wingmen. The first weapon isn't a single drone, but a whole new philosophy of air power, the loyal wingman. The concept emerged from the RAF's lightweight, affordable novel combat aircraft program, and the idea is to give fighter pilots their own pack of robotic wingmen. The problem it solves is one of survival and economics. A modern fighter jet is the apex predator of the skies, but it's also an incredibly expensive and increasingly vulnerable asset. Its pilot is an even more irreplaceable investment. In a sky saturated with sophisticated air defenses, sending in a crewed jet to scout or strike is a high-stakes gamble. So, how do you extend the senses and firepower of that aircraft without putting it and its pilot in the line of fire? The answer is to give the pilot a ghost, or several of them. These uncrewed aircraft are designed to fly alongside and in support of crewed fighters. The pilot won't be remotely flying these drones with a joystick. That would just add to their cognitive load in an already overwhelming environment. Instead, the pilot will act as a mission commander, giving high-level orders, scout that ridgeline, provide electronic warfare screening, or engage hostile air defenses in this sector. From there, the AI is intended to take over. The drones would interpret the command, coordinate amongst themselves, and execute the mission, making their own decisions to adapt to the chaos of the battlefield. They become a disposable, intelligent shield that extends the reach and survivability of the multi-million-dollar fighter jet. While the UK's initial demonstrator for this, Project Mosquito, was cancelled in 2022, the learning from it is being poured into the uncrewed components of the Global Combat Air Programme, the UK's next-generation fighter project with Italy and Japan. These uncrewed adjuncts are the future, and their autonomous capabilities will remain one of the most classified aspects of the entire program. Number 2. Swarm killers, the layered defense. The second category of advanced weaponry isn't about offense, it's about solving one of the biggest threats to modern militaries, the cheap, disposable drone. We've all seen how $1,000 quadcopters can threaten multi-billion-dollar warships. Firing a $1 million missile to shoot one down is an economic equation that leads straight to defeat. The UK's solution is a layered one, combining a low-cost zapper for swarms with a high-tech beam of pure energy. The first layer is a radio frequency directed energy weapon, or RFDEW. In recent trials, British soldiers used this system to successfully shoot down over 100 drones during a major exercise in Wales. The weapon fires a high-frequency radio beam that disrupts or damages the critical electronic components inside drones, causing them to fall out of the sky. Developed by a consortium led by Thales UK, this system is designed to tackle entire swarms at once. Best of all, each shot costs only about 10p. This is the shotgun approach, designed to counter massed aerial threats cheaply and effectively. While the RFDEW is the shotgun, the second layer is the scalpel, DragonFire. This is the UK's high-energy laser weapon, and it represents a quantum leap in defensive tech. After stunningly successful trials where it shot down high-speed drones, the program was fast-tracked. Now the government plans to have the first system installed on a Royal Navy Type 45 destroyer by 2027, a full 5 years ahead of schedule. DragonFire is a game-changer. It's a 50-kilowatt class laser that can hit a target at the speed of light, with enough accuracy to strike a 1-pound coin from a kilometer away. The most revolutionary part, however, is its cost. While a single air defense missile can cost millions, each shot from DragonFire costs around 10 pounds. Its magazine is effectively unlimited, constrained only by the ship's power supply. This completely flips the script on swarm warfare. An enemy can launch 100 cheap drones, and a DragonFire-equipped ship can, in theory, shoot down every single one for the cost of a small car.
Number 3. Project Cetus, the unseen underwater front.
The future of warfare is not confined to the skies or the land. It stretches deep beneath the ocean's surface, into a realm that most people never see, but rely on every single day. The seabed is the hidden nervous system of the modern world, crisscrossed by thousands of miles of undersea fiber optic cables that carry global internet traffic, financial transactions, military communications, and state secrets. Alongside them lie pipelines transporting oil and gas that power entire economies. Disruptions in this invisible domain would not just be military setbacks, they could paralyze nations. Therefore, protecting this vast and vulnerable frontier has become one of the most complex and urgent challenges facing modern navies. For the United Kingdom, one of the most ambitious answers to this challenge is Project Cetus. Named after a mythological sea monster, Cetus represents a new class of maritime capability, the extra-large uncrewed underwater vehicle, or XLUUV. It is the largest and most sophisticated robotic submersible ever operated by a European navy. Built by the Plymouth-based firm M-Subs, this bus-sized autonomous submarine was launched in early 2025 under the name XV Excalibur. Unlike traditional submarines, Cetus does not carry a crew. Instead, it relies on advanced navigation systems, sensors, and artificial intelligence to carry out missions independently for extended periods. Its capabilities are striking. Cetus is designed to operate for long durations without resurfacing, diving deeper than any current British submarine and covering distances of up to 1,000 miles in a single mission. That endurance allows it to patrol critical infrastructure, map the seabed in unprecedented detail, and conduct intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance tasks in areas too risky or too remote for crewed vessels. By removing the human element from the immediate danger zone, the Royal Navy gains both flexibility and persistence in one of the most contested and strategically vital environments on Earth. Yet, Cetus is only one component of a much broader underwater strategy. The Royal Navy is also collaborating with advanced defense technology firms such as Helsing, a company pushing the boundaries of military artificial intelligence. Helsing has developed an AI software platform known as Lura, which can be described as a large language model for ocean sounds. Trained on decades of acoustic data, Lura analyzes the complex symphony of underwater noise and identifies the unique sound signatures of ships and submarines with remarkable precision. It is reportedly capable of detecting acoustic signals up to 10 times quieter than traditional systems, giving operators a decisive advantage in tracking stealthy adversaries. This AI does not operate in isolation. It can be integrated into autonomous underwater gliders, including Helsing's SG-1 Fathom, to create constellations of silent, persistent sentinels. These gliders are engineered for endurance rather than speed, allowing them to patrol vast stretches of ocean for months at a time. Moving slowly and quietly, they listen continuously, process acoustic data on board, and make autonomous judgments about potential threats. When something suspicious is detected, a glider can surface briefly to transmit a compressed report back to the Royal Navy before disappearing again beneath the waves. The result is an invisible, intelligent surveillance grid stretched across critical maritime regions. Instead of relying solely on a handful of expensive crewed submarines, the UK is building a distributed network of machines that can monitor, analyze, and report in real time. In doing so, it aims to transform its undersea domain into a hostile and highly monitored environment for any adversary contemplating sabotage or covert operations. Number 4. The Ghost Pilots, forging the drone generation. Advanced machines, however, are only as effective as the people who design, command, and integrate them. The United Kingdom understands that the most decisive factor in this new era of warfare is not hardware alone, but human expertise. You can possess the most sophisticated autonomous weapons in existence, but without skilled operators and engineers to guide their use, they remain inert potential. The skills required to command an AI-driven drone swarm or manage a constellation of autonomous underwater vehicles are fundamentally different from those that defined military service throughout the 20th century. As Minister for the Armed Forces Al Carnes has stated, the UK is operating in a new era of threat, one that demands a new era of defense skills. Traditional training pipelines are no longer sufficient for a battlefield defined by algorithms, data analysis, and machine autonomy. To address this gap, the British Army has formed a groundbreaking partnership with the New Model Institute for Technology and Engineering, or NMITE, based in Hereford. Beginning in September 2026, the institute will offer an accelerated Master of Engineering degree focused specifically on autonomous systems and drone technology. This initiative is not simply an academic exercise, it is a deliberate talent pipeline designed to produce the next generation of military technologists. The Army has invested £240,000 into the program, and each year up to 5 soldiers will train alongside 15 civilian students. The structure of the course is radical. It compresses a traditional 4-year Master of Engineering degree into just 3 years and replaces conventional lecture-heavy teaching with immersive project-based learning. Students will tackle real-world engineering challenges, develop prototypes, and work directly on systems relevant to modern defense applications. The emphasis is integration, understanding not only how autonomous systems function, but how they can be deployed effectively within broader military operations. This initiative represents a clear acknowledgement from the highest levels of defense planning that the future of warfare lies at the intersection of human judgment and machine capability. By cultivating homegrown expertise, the UK aims to ensure it can innovate independently, adapt quickly, and maintain strategic control over increasingly complex technologies. From AI-driven wingmen in the skies to layered defenses built on radio frequency and laser systems, from silent underwater sentinels in the deep to a new generation of highly trained technologists, a transformed British military is steadily emerging. This is a force built not only from steel and armor, but from silicon, software, and data, where intelligent automation stands beside traditional power. Developed quietly within industry laboratories and Ministry of Defense facilities, these programs reflect a decisive strategic pivot. The United Kingdom is shifting toward mass, affordability, resilience, and interconnected systems that adapt to evolving threats. Rather than relying solely on a handful of costly platforms, it is building flexible networks designed to operate together and project power into contested environments. Many capabilities will remain unseen in 2026, yet their influence will shape doctrine, deterrence, and defense planning for decades to come. What do you think? As autonomy advances, where should the line stand between human command and machine control? Share your thoughts below and subscribe for deeper explorations of tomorrow's battlefields.